Today I want to talk about whether or not the starts to these Eastern Conference teams' NBA seasons are real or not. So first I'm gonna start off with the Chicago Bulls. I definitely think this start is fake. Um, right now they're 6-1. They were undefeated for a while, one of the few undefeated teams left in the NBA for a little while. But now they're 6-1. I forget who they lost to, but they lost really recently. Um, I'm really loving their start. Like, despite me saying it's fake, like it's definitely fake. I don't think they'll be this good. Like, they may be solid. I honestly think they'll probably just once again end up in the playing range like they do every single year. But I'm loving this start. Josh Giddey has been playing amazing. He's averaging like 23, 10, and 9, shooting really efficient from the field. He's just continuing where he left off from last season. A lot of people were saying like how he was playing in the end of the season, like around March and April, was fake, and that was just like March basketball because around that time that's when some teams start to tank and just like roll out any type of lineups to try to like get higher draft lottery odds. So people were saying that was fake basketball. He was shooting crazy from three last season, and honestly, all of the great play that he was producing and like all of this stuff that he was doing last year at the end of last season, he's brought into this new season. He's made the Bulls an amazing team, a great offense. They've been really good on defense too. They had a bunch of crazy stats about how much threes they allow. It's crazy. Shout out to the Bulls. Shout out to Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan, I've always thought he's a pretty good coach. He was a great coach in college. He's just been really kind of held back from the Bulls being like mid for so many years. But I'm glad he's getting to really show like how good of a coach he is. And I'm glad Josh Giddey is also getting a chance to prove like the haters wrong, all the naysayers and doubters who were doubting him and saying like all of that basketball is fake and just doubted Josh Giddey, especially when he got traded to the Bulls for Alex Caruso. A lot of people didn't like that move. I still don't really like that move. I think Alex Caruso, I just think he's a much better fit on OKC than Josh Giddey was. Anyway, next we have the Pistons. I'm loving the Pistons start as well. They're 6-2. But I'll say this start is real. I believe in the Pistons. I think they're going to be a pretty good team, especially with a weaker Eastern Conference this year. I think they'll be like around like 4 or 5 seed. I think they can improve from last year. I think like they can honestly be like a 50-win team, and it seems like they're about on pace for that. Cade has been playing pretty good. He had a few to start off the season, he had a few stinkers, but I'm not really paying attention to that really. Everyone gets off to a rough start sometimes, so I believe in Cade and I believe in the Pistons a lot. I'm loving their defense. I love Asar Thompson, how he's been playing recently as well. Next, we have the Knicks. Now, the Knicks they haven't started amazing, and I'm going to say this start is fake. I think the Knicks will definitely improve. I think the Knicks will probably be like the first or second seed, more likely the second seed, because I think Cleveland will probably get that first spot. But yeah, I believe in New York a lot. Jalen Brunson always shows up in the playoffs. He's really breaking out into like that superstar category. A lot of people already have him as a superstar. But yeah, I really believe in the Knicks. I'm loving the Mike Brown offense. A lot of people believed in Mike Brown and wanted to get Tibbs out of the door. See like how good of an offense Mike Brown can run, really like reducing the heliocentric play style that they were playing with Jalen Brunson, when Jalen Brunson usage percentage was through the roof, because they were really just running the offense through Jalen Brunson and not really getting anyone else involved, running the starters into the ground. So I'm loving what Mike Brown has been doing recently, and the addition of Gershon Yabusele and Jordan Clarkson have looked pretty good for the Knicks as well. We have Cleveland. I'm also going to say their start is fake. I think they're going to be much better than this. As I mentioned earlier, I think the Cavs are going to be the 1 seed, so I definitely think they're going to improve from this. Evan Mobley has been playing okay. I think Evan Mobley might have, I don't know if because kind of last season was kind of his breakout season, but I think he's just going to probably do much better. I almost call it a breakout season, but he's probably going to do really good this season. I believe in Evan Mobley a lot. I'm pretty high on him. Next, we have the Bucks. I'm loving the Bucks start. I'm going to say this start is real. I think they're going to be they'll be a decent team. They won't be a pretty good team. They'll be a decent team because the roster still isn't great. Giannis is just making it seem better than it is. He's really raising their floor to like the highest degree. I still think they have a pretty low ceiling, but they have a pretty high floor now. As a result of Giannis's amazing play, he's been going crazy. He can honestly win MVP if the Bucks keep it up and like stay a solid team. He has that carry job case, plus the insane numbers, of course, and like he has a one in a wild. Last time he won was like 2020, somewhere around there. I forget the exact year, but it was around there. So yeah, Giannis is really making this MVP case. I'll say the Bucks start is real. I wasn't really that high on this team like coming into the season, but seeing how Giannis is playing, especially with like the lack of depth around him, like this is really impressive. Next up, we have the Sixers, and I wish I would have made this video when the Sixers were the first seed and they were undefeated. Like the Bulls ended that streak of them being undefeated, and they've just really gone downhill since then. But shout out to the Sixers, and of course the elephant in the room, shout out to VJ Edgecombe. He's been playing amazing. I'm loving his rookie season. He's currently #1 in the rookie of the year race. I'm hoping he can win it over Cooper Flag. Of course, Cooper Flag was the favorite coming into the season, and probably still is the favorite. But I'm definitely rooting for VJ to win Rookie of the Year, of course. I'm loving how Maxey is playing. Maxey's been going crazy. This is definitely Maxey's team now. Obviously, he's the best player in the team with Embiid's fall off. I don't know if Embiid will probably never be the same. He's obviously still like a pretty good center in the NBA, like probably like around top 20 maybe. I don't really know the exact number, but Embiid is still a solid player. He's just not the same. He's not a superstar anymore, and this is Maxey's team now. And I'm loving how he's been leading the team and the numbers he's been putting up, because it's led us to a pretty good start, even though we started to fall off a little bit. Next, the Hawks. The Hawks, they've been mid so far. I'm gonna say, oh wait, the Sixers start. I'll say the Sixers start is real. I think they can be pretty good this season. But next we have the Hawks, and they've been mid. I'm gonna say this start is also real. I would actually, I'll say the start isn't real. I'm actually say it isn't real. I think the Hawks can be better than this. They've been like mid to start off the season. And the reason I was saying that Israel is because the Hawks are just a mid team. Like they're mid every single year. They make the play-in every single year. They win like 41 games. So that's why I was saying it's real, but I'll say it's not real. I think the Hawks will still be better. I was high coming in to the season on the Hawks, and I'm gonna just stay there. Like I'm gonna continue to be high on them. I think the Hawks can definitely jump up in the standings, maybe to like a top 4 or 5 seed, somewhere around there. I still believe in this Hawks team. The main reason for them being mid is Trae Young. Trae Young always gets off to bad starts to the NBA season. And to this season, he's got off to an atrocious start. He's shooting horrible from the field. He hasn't looked good at all. So hopefully that improves. Hopefully the role players improve. Hopefully they can get their defense to top in the league. Like that was expected coming into the season. They were gonna have a great defense. So hopefully that great defense can carry them and get them a lot of wins. Next we have the Raptors. They're also mid. I don't know. I honestly don't even know how to feel about the Raptors, really. They're a weird team. I'll say the start is real, though. I think they'll probably be mid. They'll probably stay in, like, the playing range. I'm not high on the Raptors. I don't really believe in the Raptors. I think they'll probably be a mid team. Shout out to Scotty Burns, though, and Brandon Ingram. I'm liking how Brandon Ingram is looking over there in Toronto. Next, we have the Heat. The Heat had an amazing start to the season. Like, their offense has been looking much better. They're running, like and everybody eats offense, like, a lot of ball movement, a lot of assists, a lot of passes. Like I'm really liking how they've been playing and like maximizing their assets. Bam Adebayo has been taking a ton of threes. It's kind of like it's hurting his efficiency a bit, but it's allowing for more spacing and like lanes to the rim for cutters and slashers on the team. So that's a good thing. But I really don't like big men, especially like people who have like play styles similar to Bam taking that many threes. I just don't think it's necessary, really. Next, we have the Celtics. The Celtics have been okay. I must say this start, because they haven't had an amazing start, but they also haven't had a horrible start. I just don't think the Celtics are going to be that good. I honestly, they probably might not even make the play-in. I'll say this start isn't real. I think they're probably going to be worse than this. I don't think they're going to make the play-in. They started off like 0-3, and that was like a historical like start for them, like historically bad. Like the first time they ever started off like 0-3 ever, I think. I've been like what I've been seeing from Jaylen Brown. I mean, there's not much they can do. They've lost like their entire starting 5. Tatum isn't supposed to be coming back until next season. Maybe this season. Like he's been having a crazy healing process from that injury, but yeah, it's looking really bleak for the Celtics. Honestly, I think they should be bad so they can tank. They have their own pick this year, so if they are bad, they have higher lottery chances. So I think they should be bad this year. So I'm gonna say this. I hope this start is fake and they can be worse. And I do think this start is fake. Next we have the Magic. This start is definitely fake. I think the Magic are going to be much better than this. I predicted that the Magic would be like a top seed in the East, and they aren't looking like that at all. Paolo isn't looking the best. He has yet to like really show any big improvements yet. Honestly, and Desmond Bain has been like kind of, his shooting has been kind of iffy, and it's like the Magic just like kind of ruin good shooters. Like every time a good shooter comes there, they just like kind of forget how to shoot. And I don't think they're just forgetting how to shoot. It's just like the Magic's offense and like their spacing is just not. It's just so bad that it is like impossible to thrive there as a shooter. We saw the same thing last year with KCP when he went there. He became much less effective and like a much worse shooter than he was in Denver. So I hope the Magic can improve. I'm saying the start is fake. I think they will improve. Next, we have the Hornets. They're bad. I think the start is real. I don't think the Hornets are going to do too much, make too much noise this season. If they were to, they would probably get like a 9 or 10 seed, make the play-in. Like that's possible, but I just don't really like see it happening. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened though, and I definitely could be convinced of putting like the Hornets in like that play-in spot for my predictions for this season. Next we have Brooklyn. They're also trash, like super trash. Like this is disgusting, and honestly they should be doing this once again. Another team that should be tanking, but this is like a nasty tank. Like the Nets suck. Like I didn't even really like their draft. They drafted like 8,000 point guards. Like I didn't really like that. Next we have Indiana. They're also trash. Of course they lost Halliburton. They lost Miles Turner to the Bucks. No one was really expecting much from the Pacers, and I'm gonna say the start is real. The start for the Nets was also real. I think the start for the Pacers is real though, because I don't think they're going to be good this season. I wasn't really expecting them to be good. I mean, kind of like I was kind of like thinking they might be like a tiny bit good because like they're the Pacers and they're never like bottom of the league. Like they're always like a mid team, like 4 to 6 range. Obviously, I didn't think they were going to be there this season, but I thought maybe they can make the play-in or like be like a playing team like 7, 8 seed maybe, but that's not looking like the case. I don't think that will be the case. So I'm gonna say this start is real. And then lastly, the Wizards. They've been kind of like a fun team, I guess, but they're also trash, and they will be trash for the season. So this start is definitely real. And that wraps up all the Eastern Conference teams, whether or not their starts are real. I'll see y'all next time.